Big picture, national perspective on this. When you talk about how things are unfolding in Bengaluru, the central leadership of the Congress here is acutely aware that whether to take a decision could be to rock the boat and to deflect from the issues that they want to put forth right now, which is SIR in Parliament, where Vasudha is standing right now. Vasudha, walk us through how it's looking like from the High Command point of view for the Congress party.
Well, Gauri, politics is so much about perception, and optics seems to be the key agenda that's driving today's breakfast meeting part 2. And I'm told that while it's going to be a protein-packed breakfast meeting today with a lot of natakoli, look at the swag of DK Shivakumar. He's speaking with a lot of confidence. But yes, the man of the present is Siddaramaiah, and there doesn't seem to be any immediate need to change him right now. But the transition is going to be eventual. It's going to happen at some point, especially before 2028 assembly elections, and it could happen much sooner than that. DK Shivakumar is also showcasing himself, projecting himself as man of the future. He is somebody that the Congress party has trusted. He has often spoken about the kind of sacrifice he has made. He's the PCC president, probably one of those very few leaders who have two important posts. He also continues to be the deputy chief minister and also the PCC president. He also is, this meeting is also to ensure that both leaders are on the same front. This is a message not just to the people of Karnataka and not just to Karnataka Congress, but to the main leadership, to the High Command of the Congress party, that we are doing what you wanted us to do. We have put on a unified face. Governance is back on track. There'll be no more bickering. There's going to be just food on the table and governance on agenda. So a lot of optics at play here. But yes, there is, there is an undercurrent of fissures and conflicts and a pact that DK Shivakumar believes has to be honored. And Siddaramaiah making it clear that this mandate is for 5 years and not just for 2.5 years. And whatever will happen has to happen with his consent. So getting him on board is going to be very important.
Absolutely. Getting him on board is going to be important, or at least that's the reason why these meetings after meetings are taking place. Let's get a quick update from Deepak. Vasudha, stay with us because, this really is the big story that we are focusing on right now. Those images are on our screens right now. For viewers tuning in right now, the big story is that the two leaders, DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, are meeting for the second time. The Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister meeting for the second time for breakfast in the backdrop of Game of Thrones that's taking place in the same. The Kissa Kursi Ka that refuses to die down. Deepak, now, as things stand right now, they are pretty much discussing exactly what they were less than 3 days ago. So nothing has changed except for a need to put out a united front once again. So clearly those back channel lines of communication between KC.
I'm just going to, before answering that, bring you up to speed as to what's happening inside. We've just got that video of, the meeting. After, of course, the initial round of discussions by themselves, the breakfast is happening between 4 people. There is DK Shivakumar and there's Siddaramaiah, of course. There is also DK Suresh, the brother of DK Shivakumar, and also Kunigal MLA Dr. Ranganath, who's also part of that breakfast meeting. So it's a very interesting time. This is going to be, of course, a very, a good discussion that they're going to have. Because as far as most of the conversations, even in 2023 are concerned, DK Suresh was an integral part of those conversations as well. Today, for him to be a part of this discussion, be a part of this breakfast is also very essential when you look at the larger scheme of things. Dr. Ranganath, of course, is another close aide of Mr. DK Shivakumar. He was in Delhi just a few days ago while the 2.5-year period had gotten over. He, along with a few other legislators, flew to Delhi, tried to hold discussions with the High Command. He was here even the other day at the Deputy Chief Minister's residence, trying to speak to him ahead of the first breakfast meeting too. So now he's there seated in that second breakfast meeting. So 2 additional people, the Deputy Chief Minister's brother, the former MP of the Congress from Bengaluru Rural, DK Suresh, and also MLA from Kunigal in Karnataka, Dr. Ranganath, also being a part of today's breakfast meeting here at Sadashivanagar.
Okay, so those people who are part of this breakfast meeting are also very important. DK Suresh, brother of DK Shivakumar, there were earlier reports indicating that he would go to Delhi to meet the High Command to, start and put that entire process into motion about the 2.5-year power transition. So DK Suresh's presence also is extremely important. Vasudha, let me rope you in on this, which is that These 4 people who are part of the breakfast meeting, all 4 equally important, and the larger message that they're really sending out here, all's well or more work needs to be done?
That's right, Gauri. In fact, the optics of this is going to be very important. Ranganath, of course, is a relative, so he also technically is family. This is DK Shivakumar trying to tell the High Command that he also is completely in line with their demand that governance gets put on priority, and that's the only thing that both he and Siddaramaiah will be working towards. But at the same time, what I've been told by my sources is that he wants the pact that was made in 2023 to be honoured. And Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, has also been pushing the Congress High Command, the Gandhi specifically, to take a decision on the transition soon, because DK Shivakumar does not want to be leading the Congress party to 2028 assembly polls at a time when Congress government would have failed on several governance counts. He wants to have some time before he sort of, fixes that kind of narrative about the Congress party, which is why he wants that kind of time, which is why he wants a transition to happen soon. But the Congress leadership is very clear that all of this has to happen with the approval, with the consent of Siddaramaiah. So there's going to be a bloodbath, and the Congress leadership is hoping that there isn't one, which is why all these meetings, these breakfast meetings with a lot of food is taking place, so that there is softening of positions and that the shadow boxing that we see behind the curtains is in some ways not really visible to people of Karnataka, that they are hoping will vote them again to power in 2028.
That's very important. And Vasudha, let's also talk more about the role of Mallikarjun Kharge. He has his own political capital to also protect. He comes from the state of Karnataka. So, there are many who feel that the Congress president, he needs to hold on and preserve his political capital, which is at stake right now because of this bickering that is taking place. There may be, good optics here. Those pictures that we're putting out first on NDTV with the two of them, sharing a meal again, second meal in 3 days. But the political capital that we're talking about of the Congress president at stake here, Vasudha.
Absolutely. Very symbolically, it was Upma and Kesari Bhat to start with on Saturday, and then it went on to Koli chicken. And this Natakoli is a very indigenous form of chicken, so high on protein. So clearly a soft, start to the meeting. The optics are getting perfect there. And of course, now is when the spicy things come about. And this is DK Shivakumar sending out a clear message that he has ears to the ground, but he also has the support of the leadership, which is why he keeps talking about coming to Delhi often. Remember, even in that collective press meet that happened on Saturday, it was DK Shivakumar who spoke consistently about 2029 Lok Sabha elections, saying that winning 2028 is important, but winning 2029 is more important. And Siddaramaiah, meanwhile, has been talking about not really coming to Delhi, and he's been talking about, winning local polls and defeating the BJP-JDS combined. So clearly, one is a man of the present, the other is a man of the future, and there's a lot of muscle flexing that's happening, all in the shadow of food that's being served first on Saturday and now today. And I can expect many of these meetings to go on because perception is so much about politics, and I think the leadership wants to get this right this time.
Absolutely. Food is on the table, but the menu is completely about politics, and that's what we are decoding for you here, viewers. Let's get in Deepak as well, who's tracking this meeting along with Ritu Rajpurohit. Both of them are tracking these set of meetings that have been taking place in Karnataka very closely. Deepak, now, which brings me to ask you exactly what, Vasudha is also saying, which is that the underlying 2.5-year power sharing pact that was there between DK Shivakumar and the Congress central leadership remains, which means that you can keep having and keep exchanging these meals, good optics, but DK Shivakumar's demand, his core demand, which is that I need to be the CM now that the 2.5 years are over, is still there. And how does that get addressed?
Well, we can definitely say that it's not over. The ambitions are still there. The hope is still there. There has been, of course, a roadblock at this point in time because the High Command believes that it's the need of the hour to put up this united front, not escalate this issue. And also for Mr. DK Shivakumar, he realizes escalating it perpetually is not going to help him. He needs the support of Siddaramaiah, he needs the support of other senior ministers, and more importantly, he needs the support of Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi and the overall AICC to have this transition really happen. But in no way is this race over. It is still very much on. For now, there is of course a lot that's brewing on these breakfast tables. It is more than anything else to put up this united front. Yes, they did come together as a force in 2023. That's the reason Congress did so well at that point in time. But to keep up that united front, especially when both of them have the ambition to be at the top political position in Karnataka, is not going to be easy. And this is politics. Ambitions are a very big part of politics. But can they really put all their ambitions aside for the sake of governance, for the sake of the assembly session coming up, and more importantly, can the High Command make that crucial, important decision in the days to come? Because they do not want this continuing for a long time. The ambiguity is something that will really affect administration in many ways than one can imagine. Ritu, who's now posting some more pictures. We've now got all the videos, Ritu, from inside. The breakfast is on. It's a hearty non-vegetarian meal for the Chief Minister. That is something that is confirmed. But interesting how DK Suresh is also a part of this breakfast meeting. Ranganath as well being a part of this breakfast meeting. What do you think at this point in time the discussions really are around?
You see, Deepak, when you say DK Suresh, it reminds me of seeing him, being part of that breakfast meeting as well. Remember, he just said this yesterday, saying that at an appropriate time, the High Command will take an appropriate call. Now, that itself says a story for us that obviously the DK Shivkumar's brother still remains to be hopeful. He's still dreaming on to see his brother as the Chief Minister of the state. Now, this because the whole of the camp, including that of a DK Suresh, has seen that this time when the party came to the power here in the state, it was all that because DK Shivkumar was able to consolidate the votes from the Vokkaliga as well as the Lingayats. Now, he has shown that he's beyond Vokkaliga leader. So that's the greater point that they had bringing to the fore as well. Now, but how that the High Command is really going to observe all this, whether they would be fine if the Congress gets into the 2028 election with the DK Shivkumar's leadership, how desperately they would need Siddaramaiah also becomes a question as well, because a lot of them within the party believe that his presence for the party is very important to make it stronger, and in fact for that matter the DK Shivkumar should get into the 2028 assembly election with the Siddaramaiah's leadership itself. So that phase is still main phase for the party. But how that the High Command will be able to compromise on it, that is all that to the High Command now.